Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Brightops, and welcome back to Crusader Kings 2. We're still calling it the Alterac series, despite the fact that we're now Theramore, but why not? Last we left off, a lot has not really happened for us, personally, despite our repeated failed attempts to spread out into the rest of, the Duskwillow Marsh. Mostly because we simply... partly because of the sheer amount of problems that come from trying to face the centaurs. Hold on, what's this? Deep in the dark forest of the province, your scouts come across a strange cube. Apparently it's been lying here for the last million years. At approach, it is felt the cube radiates an unprecedented darkness, energy of the void, which all this time poisoned the nearest lands. We can use its power, which would boost our stuff by a fair bit, or we can destroy it, which is what I'm going to do. We don't need the void to do... We don't need the void. At least not to my knowledge. We can win our wars by ourselves. I see no better man to teach me greater things. We are going to go with... we'll increase our piety a bit. And we're currently in the process of trying to gather a war chest in order to effectively continue our war. Though, I might change something. We're going, just to explain what I'm doing. Instead of training troops, I feel the need to research military tech. Because we do produce bloody things now. We do, because we're now stronger than before, we do get the benefit of... we do get the benefit of building this up over time. And increasing military, if we can get to here, in Military Logistics Level 4, we remove the Pagan Homeland Attrition penalty. Which, if we can pull that off, effectively means that we don't have a problem anymore when it comes to actually marching troops against centaurs. Okay, your observatory is finally ready. It is with great anticipation that you prepare to make your first observations. I wonder what strange things we'll discover. So learning has gone up. That is good. We do need to increase learning a fair bit. Let's see... As for how the various wars are turning, the Burning Legion is losing. Despite yes, it's technically still winning against the Alliance currently, but if you actually look at Archimond and his amount of troops, he only has 5,000 left. Which, for the Burning Legion, is a huge bloody blow. So they're slowly burning out. They've pushed as far as they can, but they're burning out. They are losing the war. Also, a discovery I made, because I decided to play a little bit of this in my own time with a different faction, but the Sunwell up here can actually be twisted into a number of different things. Like, in this reality it became the Void Well because... the king went fucking crazy. But I've seen it become the Fellwell before, when the Burning Legion occupied it. Alright. So here we go. Having left the Eastern Kingdom during the turmoil, the human settlers of Theramore have been quick to adapt to the new home on the continent of Kalimdor. The intermingling of various human cultures in the Young Kingdom has led to the formation of a new united identity for those who were simply pioneers and refugees before. Now more than ever, Theramore continues to develop into a legitimate human fiefdom, not unlike the Seven Kingdoms of old. So Sentry Point has changed its culture to... basically, it's become part of the Theramorian. Okay, we've got someone pushing for independence from the Alliance, who is also a lunatic, but a legendary warrior. Good for him. Let's see, are we... Relative speed. Let's see, deduct the lowest in white to the highest level of fantasy currently in the world. Shit. This is bad. We're not developing very quickly, which is not good. I write a report about losing Theramore, may have to squeeze some extra taxes, so we've got, because of high taxes, people are starting to, they're getting annoyed and they want to revolt. Annoying, but what can you do? Well, prepare for the worst, honestly. It's annoying, but we'll deal with it as time comes. Because there's no... Let's see, High Chieftain Tudu of Zul'Aman is now a tributary of High King Arthas, Son of the Void, due to inheritance between High Chieftain yada yada. War against the tyranny and inclusively. High Lord Hulk? Who the hell is High Lord Hulk? For leader of the Alliance faction. Let's see. I have spent many nights looking at the stars in your observatory. It is truly fascinating there are so many questions to ask. So, how do the stars move, or is there something stranger there? How do they move? We'll go for the prestige. It's good for us. And since the Alliance war against the trolls has ended on its own. Oh yes, we also have another daughter. Nice. Let's see, who have we got? Yeah, well, that sure be named after... You no longer feel as energetic as you once were. In times past, you never found yourself complaining about your performative stamina, but now you only find yourself concerned about your offspring. Yeah, we are now infertile. We don't really have it in us anymore to have children. But we had 5 children, so we can't really complain about what we have. So we'll deal with it as we do. Okay. As you are working, Court Physician Gilbert burst into your study. My High Lord, you have been up all night again. It would be in your best interest to not work so hard, lest you collapse from exhaustion. We're going to do... The realm never rests, neither shall I. Screw that. I am We also gain Diligent. Nice. Diligent's a good trait for us. And we are prospering in at least one of our provinces, which is good. See, trade port. Along the coast to do, even in foreign territory. However, any local ruler is allowed to build trade ports in their countries if the trader happens to pass through. Never really built a trade post before, so I guess we will. It makes perfect sense to. Let's see, Gary May is called in a favor for us. Don't really care. Let's see, observing movement of the stars at night, you have begun to see some regular patterns. These observations, however, have raised many new questions. You are starting to wonder, for example, why are there 2 moons? Interesting, so we gain military points. Good, we need military points. Because goddamn, that attrition... Because attrition... Let's see, Lore of Sunrail Uprisings declared Alliance Sunrail revolt on High King Arthas. Okay. Good luck with that. Yeah, with 800 fucking people. You're dead. You are going to die. Yeah. Yeah, grand opening, grand closing. Literally, Tyrion 4 Dragon basically went in there and kicked their ass. No real surprise there. Let's see. Well, if we have a look at the world right now, the Scourge is currently being contained and destroyed. The Burning Legion is on its last dying breaths and will soon be evicted from the world. But the Quara Jid, basically the how do you pronounce it? The Quiraja, or however you pronounce it, are basically expanding through southern Kalimdor at a fairly high rate. It's not a good sight. And we can't really do anything about it just yet. Which is annoying, but there's nothing we can do about it now. Let's see, the research you conduct in the observatory at night is proving deeply fascinating. You could push your studies further, but you need to purchase more equipment to be meaningful. Alright. I'm happy to spend some extra money to do that.
Job's done.
Stone walls have been built in Theramore. That is good. Truth is, I should probably save up cash just to have a bit more stuff, but at the same time, building the stone walls increases our levy size by a bit. See, trade post was made. Okay. Let's see, what do you do? So, you increase our month... Okay. Shit, I didn't realize just how good trade posts can actually be. God damn. See, why can't we build more of these? All following must be true. Can only build in certain countries along the gold trade route. Open trade map to see valid things. Trade zones. So here. Okay. That's fair enough. See, tax collector was hurt by peasants when he was trying to collect taxes. That's fine. See, the Alliance has also defeated bloody major problem up there. That's good to hear. Okay. Yeah, this trade post may be a lot more better than I thought it was. Because I will admit I never really messed around with trade posts, but alright, we're being called in to fight against the Queljid Empire by our ally. Okay, I'm happy to join in on that. The problem that I'm concerned about is if we march across... Screw it, we'll try. And you know what? We're gonna do something risky. We're gonna raise our fleet levy. Actually, you can embark. Come over here. We'll unite them all. How many galleys do we need? We need about... How many do we have? About 28. Can we get the whole thing with what we've got? Unite the fleet. Let's see, how many do we... Yes, I believe we have just enough room on the boats we've got that we can fit the entire bloody army. Just. Let's see, I could hear someone sneak around inside and believe it to be a burglar. When I went downstairs, I discovered Eldia, opening one of my letters. She could use some practice reading. That's good to hear. Right. We're gonna do something incredibly risky. Alright, we've also lost our marshal. Not great, but what can you do? Commander. You're not a commander, so... You're still solid, not a commander, so we can actually place you down somewhere in the field, so... And we'll also have you train troops back at Theramore, just, basically be prepared. Our task that I am taking upon myself is we are going to... Actually, yeah, we'll continue on. Because I was thinking... Oh. Okay, we are not going to be able to turn the tide there. Not with... Even if we joined our forces with our allies, we will not be able to take... We would not be able to bloody stop that. Just that's not happening. But what we can do is try and maul the leadership a little bit. Hang on, where's our... I thought we had more commanders than this. Battle of Underlights. Foggy weather turns out. See, I'll duel him myself. Ah. Okay. You lose the duel, I got severely damaged. Alright, because I'm technically... My character himself is a commander of the Alliance, so he is currently... at bloody... He's currently fighting alongside the Alliance. Your opponent seems to be getting tired, so we dueled the guy again, and I'm pretty sure we just killed him. Yeah. My opponent seems to be getting tired, his moves become slower. Strengthened by the chief of the crowd, I sink my axe into his chest. The man groans and takes a while before his heart stops pounding. Then he is still. Okay. The chaotic battlefield duel. That's fine. Alright, we need another commander. Okay, I'm not a good choice here, simply because we're badly wounded. I don't want to be bloody. Okay, we are not in a good... Apparently we're running out of supplies. Your nightly studies of movement of the celestial bodies are increasing your knowledge of great many things. You feel that you are getting closer to understanding the great dark beyond. Wonderful. And we can improve military logistics, which I suspect won't help in the long run, but... Oh shit, we're broke. We need to send the fleet. Yeah, we've basically got rid of the fleets because that's what was taxing all of our goddamn money. Alright, our ally lost. And my wife is converted to the light. Wonderful. See, the Liege is enforcing realm peace. That is fine. Working in the... Actually, if I was to disband this... Yeah, disband it. It's cheaper, and we will recover troops as time goes on. Working in my observatory lately has often frustrated by broken equipment, weeks on end of cloudy weather, and frequent interruptions by curious intruders and even animals. It is very hard to maintain concentration and get anything done. I must persist. Truth is out there. After... Oh, the Princess of Alterac is here. After I told Niles it was time to head on home, she looked at me with a grin on her face and told me to race her home, leaving me to carry everything on my own. Lecture. You know, we'll lecture her on responsibility. See, King Derek the Strong usurped the title of Who Cares, and we've lost our steward. So he has passed away. That's fine, he is replaceable. And Witch Hill is also converted to the local religion. So Theramorian is becoming a very strong, bloody presence. If nothing else. And stone walls were built, that's great. Basically, my hopes were that if we landed here and did some bloody damage, we could have Okay, King Arthas has declared enforced round peace. Basically, vassals of the Alliance aren't able to fight amongst each other for a while. Alright, and the elves are having a civil war amongst themselves. Let's see, we're currently joining in the revolt against the revolts. That's okay. But we don't really have the troops to really swing this. So we joined him, but... yeah. See, seems like forever the severely scarred's gone away, so... we have that going for us, but... we need to do some work here. The bloody the bloody insects are spreading really far. And out of all of the world-ending threats that are currently on the planet, they are probably the biggest, because the Lich King is losing his war. He's losing several wars, in fact, so he's screwed. The Legion is on its way out, so we don't have to worry so much about that. But these bugs are currently the new big threat on the horizon. And there's very little we can... Job done. Okay, we've got some trading offices down in Theramore, that's good. Rudimentary. So that's going to boost our speed, our technology speed rate, monthly prestige, and retinue size. Small mercenary garrison would be a good one, because that's just going to boost the size of our army forces, which is nice. Alright. Dear High Lord... See, this is the Archbishop. I think he's the head of... Yeah, he's head of religion. Archbishop Darrow. I have been told that you are pursuing studies in fields that deny the truths of the light. I am certain that such rumors are only slander, and that you would never do such a thing. If it were true, however, I would be most disappointed. Let's see, the best answer is silence, so... I must not challenge conventional wisdom. Let's see. It will improve our relations with things, but... You know what? Screw it. Because you're gonna die soon anyway. You've got cancer. Even if it's mild and successful treatment, the church can stay out of my goddamn business. See, do I have much in the way of bishops? I do. But I can probably fix that with some... Yeah, that works. We're just gonna gift the Liberium that my character himself wrote, and because we weren't using the damn thing, we've got a better one. See, we can't really help our allies. Just okay. As it turns out, maybe against the revolt. We probably could, but not with the whole bloody... Damn. Because the bloody centaurs are moving into enforce, which subjugates the area too. And we can't really do anything about that. Your studies of the celestial spheres are progressing well. You see movements and relationships that you have never dared guess at. It seems clear to you now that the laws that guide the movements of the stars must also be reflected on Azeroth in some way. Okay. This is good. Because learning all this military tech is giving us the bloody... It is giving us the points we need to get military organization set up. Because we need logistics. See, we've got... Yeah, because... Let's see. Princess of the Alliance, so Arthas's daughter. It has written a song in my honor. Apparently she wants me to know that I'm the best person in the world. Let's see, I'm just a reasonable adult, so I can gain the trait humble, which is piety, which I'm not really. But I will tell stories to impress her, so... She is no less impressed by me now. It seems I'm quite the idol for her. I hope I'm a good influence, so she likes me. So Arthas's only daughter currently is a fan. Okay. That we can work with. The Burning Legion is barely staying afloat. How is this war going anyway? See, war score from occupation is limited to 60%, so now it's just a matter of battles. How many troops do you have? About 5,000. And my daughter needs... My daughter is very predetermined towards intrigue, though she's very diplomatic too. That can work. That can definitely work. Oh yeah, we also need another commander. So who... You know what? Prince Conrad can step up. for the task at hand. But, so basically the situation with the Burning Legion right now is the Alliance, they've been occupied to as much as we can occupy them. So his lands can't be occupied anymore, war score won't increase any further. But, so the rest has to be done by military victory, which shouldn't be too difficult. As I'm spending a pleasant moment alone with the attractive cook, the wretched child Isidin comes along and promptly starts chiding me about morals. Let's see. I'll catch the brat and give him good hiding. Isidin, the filthy bastard, went around and told everyone lies about me as childish revenge for the deserved beating I gave him. So he's a bastard child of a friend of mine. So because you're a friend, is there anyone we can marry you off to that's, you know, not a centaur or ridiculously... Okay, this works. The Marshal of High Tide works rather nicely. So... that works. That works out, because it makes one of my vassals a lot more appreciative of me. Let's see, the Battle of Farstrider Enclave. Our ongoing struggle outside the Farstrider Enclave has brought out the best of our military strategists. One of them is an Alterac veteran with a penchant for innovation. He is suggesting that he can retire from the battlefront and return to Theramore to continue his work, safe from flying arrows. Alright. I'm happy to do that, because it gives us military points and it also boosts how quickly we make more. See, how much more do we need for this? Cost about 400. That is fine. We will work for it. You are sure you have made a breakthrough in your studies? Yes, it cannot be otherwise. The core of Azeroth is constantly in motion as if it is alive. How little we know of this planet. I must publish my findings, which gains us 300 prestige. Studying the stars will be removed. We will gain Scholar as a trait, which is learning and same trait opinion. Nice. All priests and zealous characters in your realm will have their opinion of you changed by 25% for 5 years for heretical. We can just see, we can gain zealous if we wanted to, but I'm not. You know what? Screw it. Might as well go for the prestige. Yeah, people aren't a big fan, but who cares? Let's see, Magistrate Hero of Anderhol. He wants us to owe him a favor. Sure. Why not? So what factions are there at the moment? High Lord Tyrion for the Alliance. So Tyrion wants to become... Alright, that our ally lost the subjugation war. That sucks, but not much that can be done about it. And our taxman collected some money. Yay. We'll also gain a castle town, because that would just boost our base income a lot.
Job done.
And that mercenary garrison has been done. Okay, Arthas just captured a whole bunch of demons and shit, so yay. That's good, I guess. Ow. Okay. So that whole garrison, mercenary garrison, doesn't so much do for us. The defeat isn't so much for us personally, but it gives our trade post some additional defenses. That's fine. The defeat of the Burning Legion. The armies of the Burning Legion have been defeated. Only a handful of demons attempts to continue the war effort in Azeroth, but they are nothing compared to our superior armies. The leader of the invasion, High Lord Archimonde, has been banished, and it is unlikely that he will lead a new invasion. Thankfully, it is unlikely that the armies of demons of the Burning Legion will attempt to take over a world again in the near future. It'll return, probably, but yeah, not for a long time. So the Legion has been defeated. King Arthas won. Doesn't seem to have gained a bloodline from it, but yeah, it's one of those things that, because I know for a fact that if you go down here and take on and defeat bloody Cthulhu, or however you pronounce its bloody name. Oh, we inherited a barony. What? See, we've inherited the barony. See, where is this? Because I don't... Because where are you? Where are you? Oh. Was this in our own lands, or...? Where the hell is this? Oh. So if I want to keep this, how many... Okay, that does give us a fair few additional troops, not gonna lie. And we can properly upgrade the thing. You feel that the Dark Forces have done something to you, defiled you. You have no doubt that members of a dark cult are to blame for this, and that they are based in some nearby land. It will be best to confront this threat immediately, lest they might expand their vile influence. So I've been influenced by Fel. Okay, hang on. New plan. We're gonna send the court chaplain to basically rout out some heretics. Because it seems that we've got at least some people who worship the burning... Oh no. No, I've perished. High Lord Vermeer has ascended to heaven at age 65. He died of severe stress. A disturbed person, Velimir was known throughout his lands as a raving madman. Many are cautiously rejoicing at the news of his death. High Lord Conrad, loyal to his spouse and family, Conrad's dynasty Mortis is likely to view him with fond eyes. Long live High Lord Conrad. Okay, so let's have a quick look at you. I guess I should also speak some words for High Lord Velimir. For he was our first character, and he has been with us for a fair while. He has seen a lot in his life, and none can doubt that he did more than what a lot of people would do. Few can deny that he was a brave man, or that he didn't benefit his kingdom. He tried to benefit Alterac, but he did manage to create a new kingdom of his own. So he will... The fact that he was a lunatic towards the end is sad, and that's how people were going to remember him by, but No one can say that he did not... that he didn't blaze the trail, as it were. So now we turned to Conrad. We've got the Librium of Compassion, which is good. In order to actually use the thing, we do have to become a paladin. Alright, and we've got the chainmail that was left behind. Which is nice. A good thing for him to have. Let's see, if we make a friend... We're going to follow his father's legacy a little bit and try to... Basically, we're going to try and develop a war chest. Though, King Arthas does want us to be his Chancellor, so... Yeah, we are Chancellor of the Alliance. Not bad. And a grand tournament is being held by Arthas as well, so we're going to fight in that. To the heroic High Lord Conrad, your wisdom and mercy are legendary. We propose that Prince Arthas of the Alliance become the guardian and mentor of little... Yeah, he wants to be the mentor of our half-sister. I'm going to decline that. I will decline that for now. So let's see, another half-sister has... Yeah, she's building up to be a freaking... She has a lot of ground to effectively become the... become a very strong marshal. Because, yeah, willful and rowdy together will definitely work well to a martial education. The fact she's left-handed also works well towards a martial education. Let's see, our spy master will be... Well, I'm inclined to go with our mayor there, just simply because, if for no other reason, because he's pretty damn solid. Alright, we also want you hunting down heretics. Okay, and Arthas has declared Alliance conquest to try and take some land from the Horde. Alright. Good for him. Yes, I'm aware that our domain is a bit too big. There's not... We're trying to deal with that. Castle Town, storm fortifications worked out there. That's nice. Might as well build another Castle Town because, well, more money is always good. Let's see, trade zones. How much? So our train port is slowly building up more worth. Because I'm pretty sure just having the fact that we've got bloody... The fact that we have a pretty strong... Okay, we... Let's see, can we get rid of it? He is disinclined. He likes us, but he doesn't want us to really do it. The bishop won't accept a divorce. The fact that we are rivals with bloody our wife is not a good thing. And you know what? I'm kind of You know what? I'm happy to vote for Prince Arthas of the Alliance. Okay. Hello, we have a Naga invasion of the Alliance. Where's this? You're invading Havenshire, which is somewhere over here, I'm guessing. Let's see, your courtier has become an outstanding... Alright, she's definitely become a very strong... She's become a very strong priestess. Grounds of becoming a very strong person. In general, actually. Yeah, this is pretty solid. Whoa, what the hell happened? Okay, we've got a... Yep, the Shadow Forge... Okay, Shadow Forge has taken over Iron Forge, and... Well, that's gonna cause a lot of trouble. There's gonna be a lot of civil strife over there in the near future. Alright, have the... Why don't you like me? Ah, both ambitious. I'll do it. And we need more commanders. That's fine. Preferably someone who isn't working elsewhere, because that way they'll actually be able to do their job. So the Burning Legion is gone. And so's the Scourge. Yeah, Scourge has been defeated, though there's a lot of void influence in the area. And there's still other... The undead aren't gone either. Because there are still pockets of the undead, and some of them are still worshipping, you know, the Death God and all that, but... Yeah, nowhere near what it used to be. Oh yes, and apparently an elf has taken... One of the High Elves has taken over the Howling Ford. Good for them. Good for them. We're also going to try and steal some tech from the Bronze Dragons. Let's see. One of the revolt over here is engaged in a bloody war against the forces of evil. Many encourage you to forget about all the disputes and quarrels and join the war immediately. If they fail, you will be next. Alright, who are you fighting again? Yes. We are not winning that. We are not going to be able to help you win this one. Like, at best, we might be able to... So let's see. Because here's the thing, a lot of their troops aren't even coming from Event anymore. We've got... A lot of them are just bloody... from vassals and just from themselves. Because these guys are freaking... dangerously powerful. See, where have I put you? Basically, what I want to do is try and get ourselves into a position where we can effectively get rid of the bloody... Try and get rid of the two emperors, the twin emperors of the Quillajed. Because if we can eliminate them... Because you're leading troops at the moment. You're not. Okay. Oh yes, Conrad doesn't have the same military bloody background as his father did too, so that's a problem. See why? Learning's up there. Why can't we learn? Oh, Marshall. Shit. So, okay. So our current plan is we're gonna have to wait until we can bloody change the focus again, so that we can effectively do a thing. We can basically build up a proper army, all that fun stuff. Let's see. So now we've got the trade post. That will increase trade route wealth, which will hopefully go and start increasing the amount of money we're getting from being on this trade route. So great seed trade routes, great gold road trade routes. We're on 2 trade routes actually. Sweet. It is absolutely amazing. Alright. My kind of hope was that if we could improve our... I have managed to sow distrust. That is good. Very good. Can we... No. The problem is we're just not strong enough to do this. If we... Yeah, we don't have the intrigue, is the problem. It's frustrating, but there's not a whole lot we can do about it. Wait, what the hell? Why the hell are we... Why are we gavel kind? No. No, no, no. Okay, we need to boost cultural check now. He's usurped the bishopric of Guntrell. Guntram. Oh. Oh boy. What the hell's happened? So, our court chaplain has basically embraced the Scarlet Heresy. So we've got a new chaplain, that's fine. Religion, where is... Because he's still a courtier. You're still a rival, we do need to deal with that. So you're a courtier. Let's see. King, also the Mutilator, would like to join for a small gathering, that's fine. Guntram, he won't accept a religious thing, so... God damn. Can't we get rid of him? No, we can't actually be rid of this guy. Camouflage Brigade. According to my liege order, I have done my best to fabricate a claim. Oh. Okay, oh yeah, that's because I'm a Chancellor. Alright. And despite the fact that I'm rivals with my wife and gay, I'm actually... Despite being gay and all that, I'm actually on fairly good terms with my wife. Which is always enough, at least enough that we were able to have children. I mean, it's something. Alright. We do need to get our affairs in order. Scouts bring word of a mystic. He's blinded, which isn't great, but... yeah, he's solid. I'll take him. Congratulations, you low-born bastard. You don't have much going for you, but you got enough. See, we'll put some stone walls in, because we kind of need them. The pregnancy has caused my wife to develop quite the unusual tastes. Most of what she asks for dinner nowadays ranges from mildly unsettling to positively revolting. Still, scholars do agree that a pregnant woman's cravings should be accommodated. Let's see. She has a chance of getting gluttonous. You know what? Screw it. Do it. She hasn't gained gluttonous, so that's good. She likes me a bit more, and she's well fed. So, yay. Arrived at the private rooms, there's plenty of drink, and the mood is decidedly merry. I am looking forward to this. Wonderful. We need to boost legalism. And we need to boost it badly. At least by one. How many points? We need 300. Good food, drinks and food, carousing, everything is fine. Or was fine until the king unexpectedly threw a fit of rage. I'm not sure why, but he's coming at me right now with his fists up. Let's see, we get strong chance of getting beaten up. I don't have high hopes of winning the fight, but... see, we can't change the focus until bloody 3 freaking years. Alright, did we get... yeah, we got beaten up. Not great, but we'll see. It occurred to me that my wife is feeling somewhat gloomy as of late. The burden of her unborn child is surely causing some hormonal imbalance that is affecting her mood. Let's see, we can buy her something nice, which... yeah, we'll do that. Costs us a bit of gold, but improves her health, and... well, having another kid would be nice. Ah yes, and our daughter has... yeah, she's got a lot of ground to become a very strong member, a fairly strong intrigue sort of focus, which isn't a bad thing by any means. Because I'm not saying that killing... if we can assassinate one of the emperors, that is kind of a huge deal. Because it means that just getting rid of one of them would destabilize the bloody Querajid. Because they are immortal beings. They are effectively immortal. They will not die on their own. Wait, what? Oh, son of a Bitch. Alright, Janie, welcome to the world. Alright, and fair enough, my chance of suggesting it's a good idea for me to become bilingual. Which, to be fair, it is. It is a fair one. We are in trouble. Because without... Basically, as the lore as it stands, if I die, Arthas gets bloody everything. Screw that. What? I don't know why the hell we're magnetic gravel kinds, but screw that shit. The Pants Act, your slightly eccentric league, has proclaimed a new law that is to be upheld throughout the realms. It reads, wherever pants constrict not only low limbs and reproductive organs, but also the human soul, and whereas pants are known to be an affront to all forms of life but man. Therefore I, High King Arthas of the Alliance, command that the use of pants be outlawed throughout the realm under penalty of death. All existing variants of this garment are to be immediately burned, and the ashes distributed evenly over the graves of our forefathers. They will have to pry them from my cold, dead legs. For the good of all, you and everyone else in the realm ignore the existence of this law. Yeah, Arthas is crazy. And we will accept. My half-sister has gone over to marry one of the Exeter. Good for them. And Arthas won the war against the Horde. Good for him. What's happening over here? Oh. It seems that... Well, in the plot... Oh, shit. King Kel'Thalas. So... Okay. So it would seem that Kel'Thas has basically joined... He's basically a Legion worshipper. And is very much declaring holy wars against the trolls. Oh boy. He's gonna have to be dealt with at some point. And it seems that Dalaran has been basically absorbed into the Alliance. Hello, what is... So... Anadeus not only has a skull trophy, which was originally, from the looks of it, a shaman's, but he has Apocalypse. Basically, it's a denomic blade. It was made by demons. He can't use the thing, but he has it. Alright. How the hell are we gonna do this? Well, first we'll build a stable there, just for the sake of trying to increase the number of troops we have, as well as variety. See, distraction seems to be overwhelming you during your studies. The simplest pleasures and even plain and mundane chores seem like times better spent than drowning in books all evening. How does one manage to keep focus on everything? Yada yada. See, we'll try it. We've gained diligent. That's a good trait for us to have. And we really need a son, because we don't have an heir at the moment. So if we die as is, we are screwed. And much like our father before us, we're going to train as a paladin. Why are we training as a paladin? Well, partly because... Partly tradition, but mostly because, well, we have an awesome item in our treasury we can't use unless we become a paladin. The pregnancy has made my wife Sandy much more talkative and cheerful than usual. She never misses a chance to chat with anybody within earshot. Unfortunately, most scholars agree that a pregnant woman should spend as much time as possible resting in a dark room to avoid giving birth to a sickly child. So she should rest. Let her go rest. The alarm has gone off. Resting in the dark has really helped my wife calm herself and clear her head. She looks in much better health and ready to deliver a strong child, just as I hoped. Simple remedy. Nice. Alright, it seems that another province has converted to the whole bloody... Okay. So Kel'Thuzad has declared a holy war for some Silvermoon territory, and the Alliance is saying no. I'm okay with this. Yeah, we'll buy the wife something nice. That'll make her happy. And we gain more gold because of taxes. Yay, taxes. You know, we'll grab a knightly stable. It's expensive, and it gives us a few more cavalry, but it also makes the cavalry we do have more awesome. See, half-sister has arrived at court because her husband has been arrested. We have another daughter named Elsa. That's fine. Damn it, we need a son, or... Oh, her husband's been freed and is actually now a part of stuff. Okay, and our rival has asked us to come carousing. We're gonna do that. He is also our... Yeah, we probably became rivals because he tried to kick the crap out of me in bloody... during the last party, he tried to kick the crap... He fought me, and we haven't got along since, but he's asked me again. So who am I to say no? Okay. It seems that our friend here was excommunicated. Alright, that explains a bit. Private rooms, plenty of food and drink, yada yada, don't care. Oh boy. We'll see how this... Okay, we've gone from being bitter rivals to best friends. Alright. You know what? I'll accept it. Determination studying is paid off. We're now bilingual, which is great. And when I actually... And I can hopefully get a mentor for the whole... Okay, Bishop of the... Yep, the... oh no. You're still... Yeah, I can owe him a favor, why not? The Holy Light, despite not owning two bloody... What the hell? Well, this is unexpected. High Tinker Geblin the Just of Nomergard is a devout demon worshipper with a full-on demon as his heir. He is also a legendary warlock. Ah, shit, we're being raided. You bastards. Right. Oh, it's a Naga. They've got a Naga leading the army. Interesting. But we'll deal with the raiding party just to get rid of it. Alright, so we didn't do a whole lot this time, apart from, you know, organizing our... Yeah, we'll also increase the trade thing, but just simply because it gives us a lot... It'll make this area a lot more profitable. But we've done a lot. We've done a lot of groundwork. War against the tyranny. Who's on whose side? I'm going to decline this one because I'm not really close friends with the Furbolgs. So we'll see how that plays out in the long run.
Job's done.
Nightly stables built. Fantastic. And the residents over here were rich inhabitants sacrificed by Spitscale. Who's... Oh, you. Okay, you're a problem. We need to get rid of you. Yeah, they don't want to be vassalized by us. That makes perfect sense. Why would they? But... Well, we can finally swap the thing to Marshall. Which... will, if nothing else, help us try and... It'll improve our combat ability, it'll give us more troops to work with, which is always nice. Can we? We can't, we're not zealous, so we can't do the whole Holy War thing. Which isn't great, but... what can you do? I guess they're still probably considered pagans too, so... yeah, that wouldn't help. Alright, we've got two choices here. Yeah, we'll accept commander positions, why not? We have two choices as far as here go. We can go if we go legalism, we can effectively... actually, you know what, we can wait for that. There's two choices. We can either move for primogeniture, which would require us to boost legalism, or we can instead go for wait at 10 years and pick up Agnet Cognetic, which basically allows women to inherit as well. Which we might have to do since we have 3 daughters. But the problem is that... well... okay. Well, we can push for we'll push for centralization, so that gives us... gets rid of a debuff. Which is yay. After I talked to Dudu and discovered we had nothing in common and that he was a horrible man, I wanted nothing to do with him ever again. Our mutual friend isn't happy, but understood that I won't ever be friends with... to an elven man. That's fine. Alright, we might just call it here for now, since we've got some decisions to make for next time. See, trade market. So, if nothing else, this should be making... Just have a quick look at the economy. Yeah, Theramore is ridiculously wealthy. And because it's a major trade route, so it... already, but we've made that trade route really good. Which is nice. That's bringing in a crap ton of money. And we can make use of that. And actually, I think we need, if we can, you know, we might boost the, if we can boost the rest of this stuff in the future, that would benefit us, I feel. Because if nothing else, this trade port is, yeah, it's bringing in a lot. It's doing us a whole lot of good. But until next time, my name is Bright Ops, and I look forward to hearing from you. Take care.